Yo guys, Spiderbot here. This is our compilation video for the Mind Games achievement, part of the Buried Zombies Black Ops 2 DLC 3 map, and this is for Maxis side, so if you want to do Maxis side or Richtofen's side, you get the achievement either way, but it's somewhat different what you need to do here for both sides. So again, this is Maxis. We'll take you through step by step, including Max's commentary, starting right at the spawn.
Attention, my corporeal friends. You can hear me, yes? Our journey inches ever closer to its conclusion. This location represents the final piece of a puzzle beyond the comprehension of your mortal minds. With your help, we will heal the Earth. Energy from the ether is at its strongest this close to the rift. You must harness this energy in order to power the tower seen from this vantage point. In order to achieve our goal, you must venture beneath the surface. I will endeavor to monitor and advise you, but you must remain vigilant.
I have no idea what to do!
You'll stop at nothing to achieve the psychotic goals.
I did train you, didn't I?
My communications are more fractured below ground. It is essential that you find the parts needed to complete a structure capable of delivering power to the tower above ground. These gallows are positioned in the optimum location. Find the necessary parts and bring them here.
Alright, so our first step is building the gallows. The gallows are actually just outside the courtroom, and that's where we got the audio from Maxis, was inside the courtroom. The first part of 4, there are 4 parts. First component is just above the jail cell, and these are the fuel cells. We'll attach them, and they need to be powered on, and we'll see that in a future step. But there are 2 of them that appear on the right-hand side of the gallows.
Excellent. Continue at pace.
Next part are the wires. The wires are located in the gunsmith on the bottom floor. As you go in there, the chalk drawings of the weapons, and just to the left inside that room, you'll find the wires.
2 more components are required. Ensure that they are not used to further Richtofen's nefarious goals.
Third component is the battery. The battery is located just at the front of the church, just beside the Vulture Aid perk. I guess the battery is required to provide some power to the gallows, but then the Wisp later on provides the rest of the power needed.
The structure is almost complete. You are brave warriors, my friends. Perhaps braver than those who walked this road before you.
And our final part, located in the barn, is the antenna. And the antenna, some of these, a couple of these parts are actually common to both Maxis and Richtofen, and we're going to attach the antenna, and our build of the gallows is complete.
I am pleased to see that Richtofen has not diverted you from our mutual goal.
Step number 2, destroy the orbs. There are 4 in total. The first one is located in between the candy store and the saloon, along the wall of the candy store. And you're going to need the subsurface resonator powered by a turbine in order to destroy the orb. And there are 4 of them in total, but here's the first one.
Well, if no one else wants it.
The second one is located in the tunnels. If you go up into the tunnels from the saloon, it's on your first right. And we're going to power the subsurface resonator again and destroy the second one.
Continue to find and destroy each amplifier.
Third one is located to the left side of the church. As you're going to the church, take a left, and then it's around the corner, and we're going to place the resonator down here. We got somebody coming with our turbine. There we go, and we're going to destroy our third orb.
Well, if no one else wants it.
There's still much to do.
The fourth is located outside of the ghost house. When you go through, you drop down, you go around to the other side. This is the way back into the ghost house, and the fourth orb is right just in front of that bush there.
I am most pleased to see that the amplifiers are destroyed. You must capture the wayward spirit of the lantern. Its power is key to achieving our mission. Brute force may be required to bring it within reach.
Now, once you've completed that, you'll find that there's a glowing lantern floating around in the sky in the main area, in the main town area, and it'll disappear and reappear. It'll float around here, around the saloon, in front of the jail cell, and you have to get this thing down. It has to be powered. You need power. Now, this is actually a Richtofen portion here where we got the lantern down. You have to throw a frag and have it detonate near the lantern and it drops down. That was for Richtofen. Going back to Maxis, because I didn't get that part of it recorded, that's where the lantern drops, and let's pick it up.
The lantern is a vessel for energy. The energy contained within all matter. You must find a method to manipulate the power of the undead. Their energy may provide vital fuel for the lantern. Lest you face corruption from the area's
Where's
energy,
the giant?
you may
He
need
knows how
help
to
from
deal
a
with the
soul
half-pints.
already bound to this realm.
All right, for this step, you need to power the lantern with zombie souls that only Huckleberry can provide you with. So you bring the lantern, you get some candy, you give Huckleberry the candy, and you stay close to him because you need to be close to the kills that he gets in order to capture the zombie souls in the lantern. You'll hear it going ding, 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 and 8 to 10 zombies later, you're going to have the lantern filled, and then Maxis will...
Ensure the lantern is safe from harm. The energy contained within is essential to illuminate the words of those who came before you. Their wisdom will show you the way.
All right, next step, we need to activate the lantern. And if you notice above the gunsmith, this is right on the gunsmith roof. If you jump over from the saloon onto this roof, or just go outside from the gunsmith top floor and go around the corner to your right, you'll see this glowing lantern symbol. You place the lantern there, and let's see what happens.
Will they fail to complete the task? The other steps closed for those who follow. Only a burst of electricity will have the brute force necessary to release the energy bound to this realm.
All right, guys, step number 6, we have to power the gallows with this wisp, this power source that Maxis was talking about. The thing is, before you do this, before you go and activate these signs, which we're going to show you here in a moment, you must place down a time bomb. It can be anywhere on the map. It doesn't matter who places it down. Just make sure that one player gets a time bomb out of the box and sets it, activates it, or puts it down so that once we power one fuel cell of the gallows, we can go back in time to power the second one. You have to do it before this next step, all right? To activate the wisp, you have to use the galvanuckles and melee 3 signs in the tunnels. The 3 signs are indicated from the cipher image that we see after we activate the lantern. The first one we're doing is Dry Gulcher Shaft. If you look at the image in the top left corner, you see that the first symbol on the top of the 3 rows is a U shape. The U shape indicated by the tic-tac-toe cipher means you have a line of the actual tic-tac-toe board to the left, right, and bottom. So that indicates we're in the upper middle portion of the tic-tac-toe board. D, E, F. The red line indicates that it's the first letter. If it was in the middle, it would be the second letter. If it was on the right, it would be the third letter. So that indicates D. That's why we're hitting Dry Gulcher Shaft. It doesn't have to be done in order, just as long as all 3 of those signs are meleeed with the galvanuckles. The second one is in the upper left quadrant, and it's the third letter, which is a C, which indicates Consumption Cross. And the third row, we have also the upper left quadrant, but it's the middle letter, which indicates B, Bone Orchard Vein. There are 5 signs: Bone Orchard Vein, Ground Biter Pits, Consumption Cross, Lunger Undermines, and Dry Gulcher Shaft. You only have to decipher the first letter of each row to decide which signs need to be meleeed with the galvanuckles. Now that we've activated the wisp, we have to follow it. So the player, you have one player who hits the last sign, follow the wisp along its path. We had our other 3 players. One player would round up zombies in front of the jail cell. The problem is you have to keep the wisp powered. The wisp is powered by zombies. So what we did was keep a group of zombies in front of the jail cell. We just rounded up there as the player passes by with the wisp. The wisp gets powered by those zombies. We also had another player with about 2 zombies at the entrance of the barn. If you follow the path of the wisp, it goes down into the barn and through the tunnel back towards the gunsmith. So we had a couple zombies in there to provide additional power. Otherwise, the wisp dissipates. Then we had more zombies in front of the gunsmith, and then we drew more zombies over towards the gallows. And once you get it to the gallows, this is what happens. Now we need to run the wisp a second time, but you can't just go back and activate those signs again and run the wisp. You have to activate your time bomb to go back in time prior to when you activated the wisp the first time. This resets everything in game except the fuel cell on the gallows remains powered. You got to power the other one. So then you just go up to the signs again, use your galvanuckles, melee the 3 signs, repeat the process that you just did, and then you'll get the second fuel cell for the gallows powered, just like this.
Beyond reaching a peace.
Okay, let me think this through. All right. I have no idea what to do.
Somewhere in this cursed place. Perhaps.
Our next step, we have to activate bells. There are 3 sets of 3 bells. The first set is in the barn. We're showing you right here. This first one just outside or inside of the window. There's another one outside this window towards the jail cell, and another one on the inside top level right there. The second set is in the candy shop. Go up the stairs that is closest to the cash register, and you'll see one bell just to the left of the top of the stairs, another bell here on the table, and the third in this back corner. The other set of 3 is in the courtroom. As you go in, just go left, and there's the first bell. The second bell is on a desk or a table to the right, and the third is right there, the witness stand, I guess. Now what needs to happen is someone has to go into the ghost house. After you go down the corridor, the secret corridor, after the bookshelf moves, you're going to come into this room. On the left is this chair with a panel of lights. You activate the lever on the panel, and these lights start lighting up, indicating which bell to hit in the 3 areas. Now, you're probably going to want to map this out. As a player hits the bell, you'll see the light come up. So what we did before pulling the lever, have each of your players, one by one, ring a bell, and you'll see which light that bell corresponds to. You just make note of that, and then once you've done all 9, pull the lever. As the lights light up, you tell your teammates which bell to hit, and as they hit them, there's only a certain amount of time. As they hit them, the lights will turn green. Once you have a full panel of 9 green lights, you've completed the step.
You must proceed to the fountain in order to set the final chain of events in motion.
I thought ghosts couldn't hurt you! There's really no point to holding.
Next up, we need access to the fountain that's in the courtyard in front of the church and the ghost house. In order to do this, we have to have Huckleberry here break down basically the barrel on this fountain. So you get him with the alcohol or the booze to knock down the debris on the fountain, and that enables the fountain. Our next step, our final step, actually not quite the final step, but we got to make a wish. And when you hit X on here, you have all these targets pop up. And these targets pop up in 4 areas. We've got one area is in the ghost house. The second area is right here that we're looking at in sort of the candy shop / courtroom, in front of the courtroom area. The third location is in the saloon. The fourth location is over by the jail cell. So we situate our players, all 4 of them, in the different areas, and you have to hit every single target. You have to have a run where every player, all 4 players, hits every single one of their targets. So I'm just showing my perspective here at the ghost house, and once you do it long enough, it takes a long time. It takes a while to get this down because it is fairly quick. You don't have your auto aim assist on console here, so it took us quite a while, and then all 4 players have to do it perfectly. So we're just running through on the ghost house here, and once you've completed that run successfully, here's what happens. And that's it, guys. That is Mind Games for Maxis. All right. Some of the steps are very, very similar for Richthofen, but this is the Maxis side. We're also going to do a compilation video for you for Richthofen. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, pretty crazy. Some stuff that you got to do in there, and the target practice was pretty difficult. That took us a while to coordinate with the 4 players and make sure everyone hit them perfectly at the same time. Hope this helps you guys get your achievement and or just complete Max's side of the Easter egg. Richthofen to follow, guys. I'm Spider, and I'm out. Hey guys, got some other stuff you might be interested in. Over on the left-hand side, we got the NGT Let's Play. We're doing playthroughs right now, currently, of Deadpool and Borderlands 2, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. Both are actually absolutely fantastic games, and Borderlands 2 being DLC, but hilarious. So go check that out. Subscribe if you like the content. Over on the right-hand side, we're doing Clash of Clans, continuing our series there. Again, just a completely addictive and fantastic multiplayer game. We got a clan going on. We got some attack strategies. We got base defense and building strategies. So make sure you go check out those videos and subscribe. Otherwise, hey, enjoyed the Buried coverage. I hope you like it. Twitch.tv/NextGenTactics. We're going to be here all day, July 2nd. Later.